Good morning, lunatics. Welcome to Morning Java. Morning Java brought to you, as always, Hunter, by our good friends at the Get-Go Cafe and Market, where, dude, there's like 300,000 possible combinations you can put on a sandwich. 7 inches, $4.99.
I get the same thing every time, I'm not going to lie. Buffalo chicken, ranch bread. Double ranch it up, double ranch. That ranch bread's legit.
No, the ranch
It's not my idea, but it should have been.
I'm super simple, though. I go, like, just straight capicola and cheese and sub sauce.
I'm not mad
But
about
hey,
that.
it's still the
Not
same
mad about that at all.
$4.99.
The
It's
classics
cool.
never go out of style.
Speaking of sandwiches, we're literally... This is Pops back here, if you guys didn't know this. You can't see him, but Eric Gonzalez is right over here. We were just talking about how we were sandwiched by two goats. Eric Gonzalez won't ever have a statue here, of course. Bob Nutting, although he owns the place, he might not have a statue here in the future either.
I don't think he's
not if the city has anything to say.
He's not the most liked guy in the city right now. Probably one of the craziest times in the site's history since I've been involved with, after, of course, DK wrote the column, basically explaining how Pittsburgh can take the Pirates back. I don't think I've seen an online reaction like this to anything since I've been using the internet. Literally.
No, and like your whole upbringing to this point in the media scene is like working, trying to promote and create viral content.
Right.
And then it's just there for you, man. You have to go after the team, just sell the team.
That's all it took. All along I could have just been doing that. The secrets are out.
It's been fun to watch, and I want to ask you about it because like some of the behind the scenes stuff where you're looking and you're always sharing screenshots and you're finding these accounts, these our team not his, and you're finding this stuff and sharing it with us. What's it been like to kind of just track the city's reaction to what's been going on?
It's been impossible, honestly, because usually I'm one of those guys who responds to every tweet. Even if I can't reply to it, I'll like it or retweet it if it's really good and valuable. This is just like so many people have said good stuff that I just missed. So it's been a flood, like a literal flood of comments, replies. Some people, I would say the vast majority of people are all about it. I expected a lot of blowback and kind of, how toxic Twitter can be at times. I expected some of that. Surprisingly, not much at all, man. Very positive reaction from the city.
Toxicity. This guy also is a habitual liker, and he likes tweets that are always like negative towards me too.
That's true. Well, that's on purpose.
So going from talking about a team that people would maybe like to be sold to talking about a team that nobody ever wanted to be sold, despite the rumors, despite all the things that could have happened, and the Penguins moving to Kansas City. Sidney Crosby practiced with the Penguins, and it looks like he will probably play on Thursday.
He's decent at hockey. You know what I've noticed? Of the three sports, I will admit I know the least about hockey. Obviously follow the Penguins pretty closely. Read all you guys' stuff too, which keeps me up to date. So, what I've learned is that Sidney Crosby's really good.
He's good at hockey.
Did you know that?
Well, so, there's always the questions you have to ask in a press conference, right? And Mike Sullivan was, of course, asked, like, paraphrasing, was it good to see Sidney Crosby back out there on the ice, before the first game of the season? And he just kind of looked out. He's like, yeah, it was good to have Sidney Crosby.
It's a good thing.
So the coach feels the same way. But, in terms of their outlook, you know a little bit more about hockey than that.
Sure.
It's exciting. The start of the season's coming up. The Penguins open on my birthday. They play again on Mario Lemieux's birthday, Thursday and Saturday.
Wow.
You going to join us over at the rink at all this year?
I want to, man. I really want to cover a hockey game. I didn't expect to cover baseball either, but then I get thrown in and ended up loving that. I've told people before I actually like covering the Pirates more than the Steelers, which surprised me a ton. But that team, super engaging. The level of access we got was awesome. So I want to see how the Pens operate, how the team operates, and how everything works over there. So,
well, the access in hockey is really good. It's more similar, I would say, to baseball, where you walk into the room and guys are sitting by their stalls. If they're there, you talk to them. If they're not, you don't. It's the same as football, but football's such like a grand scale.
Sure,
you get to know guys a little bit better. I've always been telling you guys it's just like that in hockey and baseball. It's just more fun.
Yeah.
No offense to the football people, but it's more fun. All right, Hunter. The Steelers won a game.
They did.
They won a game. But at times it looked like maybe we were watching Georgia Tech versus like a not very good team.
Weird. So weird.
What was that like watching from up above? Because the first time I saw Jalen Samuels line up under center and then Mason Rudolph out wide, I'm like, Man, here we go again. I shot college for a long time.
I'm not a fan of the Wildcat. I never thought it would work in the NFL, could be sustained. I'm not a fan of the Tim Tebow quarterbacks, the Lamar Jackson quarterbacks. I like watching them play. It is fun. I just never think that you can build a championship team around an offense like that. But man, did it work last night. And I thought, like, Randy Fichtner was such a troll because everybody all week says, you got to let Mason air it out, let him go deep. And what's he go, like 17 for 18 in the first half? Like every pass is a half yard in front of him. Like, it was the most troll move, and it was beautiful to watch. And the Bengals had absolutely no answer for it.
It was great too. And you're looking at the Geno Smith like pass to bring up our days at WVU when Jalen Samuels lining up and he's just doing the touch pass out to James Conner in front of him or to Deontay Johnson, and you're just thinking like,
awesome.
Man, this guy's gonna end up with like 6 or 7 passes on the day. Only 3.
Only 3, but still 3, and that was cool. You know, three over 3 receptions, obviously 3 rushes as well. You know, that puts him in company. It's something. It's not the coolest record to ever have, but it's something.
It was fun to watch, but now like you start to think about the way the teams game plan against like an Air Force or a Georgia Tech. Mm-hmm. Now the Steelers are going to get game planned against the Ravens, who practice every day. Every day they practice against guys that can run the ball. Not just one, not just the quarterback, not just the running back. I mean, not that Jackson and Ingram are like not worth their own segment, but they're going to get, you know, they have like 5 guys that run the ball in practice. So it's going to be tough.
Yeah, we're about to find out if they thought they saw something against Cincinnati that was going to work, that's why they went to it, that they were still easing Mason in to a degree, that they weren't totally comfortable just opening up, or if this is really how the Steelers' offense is going to look for the rest of 2019. So regardless of how it shakes out, it makes the matchup that much more interesting.